it's nice to have the final girl, because you get such a good arc and you get to play with kind of different characters, it seems. Like, she's such a different character in the beginning of the movie, and that's always a challenge. Stunts, covered in blood, running through the woods. I could go on and on.
Yeah. And
so fun.
I just think the best stories these days are being told in horror because
yes.
it is a genre, but there's so many subgenres within it. There's sci-fi horror, there's body horror, there's, and now we have so many horror movies with real, not that there wasn't social commentary in horror movies in the past, but now I think like that's kind of being brought to the forefront.
Become more of a norm.
Yeah, and I love that, these movies are really fun and they also have something to say. That's so cool. Hopefully it sticks with people on their way home. That's what I really hope. But I think, there's a lot of things. There's technology. I think that, making sure that we emphasize the human connections that bond us, because we can get lost in these things that are really just regurgitating ourselves back onto ourselves.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of making us insane.
Yeah.
But also, a lot of things having to do with toxic relationships and misogyny and, I don't know.
Power dynamics. Yeah. The tone is so specific, and you kind of were thrown right into it right away, and that's because Drew is such a talented writer, that you're just so immersed, and I felt so deeply for Iris, because she's, in a one-sided relationship, and everybody's been there at some point,
I learned so much about how much you can do just physically through watching Sophie. Like, the physicality she brings to this role is unbelievable, and also just how absolutely cool she is. She's also a musician. She's
Thank
just...
you.
I don't know.
Likewise.
Whatever, you're my hero. Anyway. It's great.
It's surprising. I think, on top of everything, it's so surprising. And it's not what you would expect from anything. Like, it just keeps changing, and there's so many twists and turns.
Yeah. It's just a really good time at the movies. Like, just try to
see it in theaters.
See it in theaters, see it with a big crowd if you can, and, and try to go in as blind as possible.